And so came another show, that one being the Ghost and Molly McGee, and with it comes a whole lot of new ships, so let's talk about it. So quickly before we discuss the ships in question, I just gotta talk a bit about the show itself. The Ghost and Molly McGee is an episodic slice of life comedy series, mixed in with some spooky supernatural elements, as we follow the daily adventures of Molly McGee and her ghost bestie Scratch. I wholeheartedly recommend checking out this series for yourself if you haven't seen it already, for its cast of highly likable characters, creative visuals, and side-splitting comedy. Plus, it's a nice break from the drama and angst of Amphibia as well as the Owl House. Another fantastic aspect of the Ghost and Molly McGee is that the characters have incredible chemistry, making each relationship stand out. And with that in mind, it was inevitable that popular ships will come from this series, which brings us to this video. So the main subject of this video's topic will be, of course, Molly McGee, as well as two other characters she's been frequently shipped with, Libby and Andrea. So I'll discuss Molly's relationships with both of these girls, and determine if there's any merit to either of these ships, thus making a future romance plot plausible. First, we'll start with Molly and Libby, with their ship name being Mollibby. Libby Stein-Taurus is Molly's human best friend. Although the two of them first met each other in the second episode of the series, First Day Frights, it wasn't until the next one, Halloween Harriet, did they become friends. In that episode, Molly was seeking a human best friend amongst the Wilder Scouts, more specifically, someone who has what she calls the X Factor. And Libby ended up delivering exactly that, after coming up with a solution when their campsite gets attacked by a ghost known as Halloween Harriet. And as luck would have it, it turned out that Libby wanted to become friends with Molly as well. And so from that point, the two of them were besties. Both of them work off each other incredibly well, between Molly's bubbly and extroverted personality and Libby's more shy and reserved characterization. The two of them have an interesting dynamic that leads to some entertaining interactions. Throughout the first season of the series, we've already seen their relationship grow quite a bit, having to overcome their fair share of conflicts, such as the time when Molly turned Libby's bar mitzvah into a big party, only for Libby to reveal that she only wanted to spend time with her, as well as the time that Molly felt as though that she and Libby can't be true friends if she keeps Scratch's existence a secret from her. All in all, these two are great friends, and just seeing them hang out is really pleasant. However, this is a shipping video, so the question we have to ask is, could Molly and Libby become a couple? Well, the fact is, just because two characters are best friends doesn't automatically mean that they're couple material. Sure, some friends to lovers stories work, but there had also been many others that had crashed and burned horribly. Molly and Libby's relationship as friends is genuine and sweet as it is, and doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic one. Although on the other hand, there are one or two moments involving these two that could arguably be interpreted as hints that Molly and Libby's relationship could potentially be something more than just friends. To me, the strongest example of this is the It's a Lose-Lose song that Molly sings in the episode Scratch the Surface. Not gonna lie, when I first saw the animatic for the song long before the series had aired, I thought Molly was singing about her love interest. I mean, just listen to some of these lyrics.
But she's loving and she's thoughtful. I can't bear to see her go. I don't want to lose her. I don't want to hurt her.
I don't know about you, but to me, they sound exactly like a character listing the reasons why they love someone. But of course, at the end of the day, this is just speculation. At this point in time, there's no way to know for sure if moments like these are intended to be hints at a potential romance plot, or just a case of people like me looking too deep into something. And we may not get any definitive answers until next season. With all that said, my final verdict on the Mollibby ship is that Molly and Libby's relationship as best friends is perfectly fine the way it is. However, I'm also open to it becoming something more. Alright, now that I delivered my take on the Mollibby ship, it is now time to discuss the other popular pairing in this show, and that is the ship between Molly and Andrea Davenport. Right off the bat, I gotta confess that I'm not a big fan of this ship at all. You see, the advantage that Mollibby has is that Molly had many more interactions with Libby throughout the first season than she did with Andrea. Furthermore, Molly and Libby have formed a very positive relationship during that time. Meanwhile, Andrea started off as an antagonist towards Molly. The two of them first met in the episode First Day Frights, where Molly goes to her new school. Initially, Andrea seems to give her a warm welcome. However, it soon becomes clear that she's a self-absorbed narcissist, which stems from the fact that she's a popular social media influencer, which makes her extremely popular at school and even throughout the whole town. And the fact that the town of Brighton is established to be a poor, nowhere place makes her success an even bigger deal. Unfortunately, this results in Andrea developing a massive, yet fragile ego, which is why Molly making a mistake as simple as pronouncing her name the wrong way infuriates her.
That would be incredible, Andrea. It's actually Andrea. Is it Andrea Or, wait, what was it again? Is it, which vowel? Is it een? A?
Andrea then proceeds to make Molly pay by using her power and influence over the other students to make them avoid and ostracize her, to the point of becoming a complete social outcast. This is pretty extreme, and all over as something as harmless as not saying her name the way she wants, which makes her come across as extremely petty. Furthermore, we learn that this isn't the first time she's done this, as the exact same thing happened to none other than Libby. So, needless to say, Molly and Andrea didn't start up on the best of terms. Throughout the first half of season 1, nothing changes in their relationship. As in each encounter they have, Andrea acts friendly towards Molly in a way that makes her come across as fake, and it always leads to her becoming the antagonist of the episode. However, since it's tradition at this point when it comes to rich girls and Disney cartoons, Andrea eventually develops as a character and gets redeemed, resulting in her forming a more positive relationship with Molly. It all begins in the episode The Don't Gooder, where Molly finds out that Andrea's parents are too distracted by their own success and influence to pay any attention to her, which in hindsight gives an explanation, though not an excuse, on why she cares so much about getting attention from others, even though she went about it the wrong way. Upon realizing this, Molly gains some empathy for Andrea and immediately helps her out with her situation, and once the deed is done, Andrea expresses gratitude, coming across as more genuine towards Molly for the first time in the series.
Thank you.
And soon, Andrea returns the favor in the episode Home is Where the Haunt Is, where for the first time she uses her influence for a good cause, by gathering the entire town together in order to raise enough money to save the McGee family from getting their house repossessed. Molly then expresses gratitude as she and Andrea share a friendly embrace, although it seems like they're not quite friends as of yet, as there was some awkwardness in Molly's voice during this exchange.
Wow. Thank you, friend.
But hey, baby steps. Looking at their relationship throughout the series up until now, I personally struggle to understand the hype for the Molly and Andrea ship, since their relationship started off poorly, and for now we have yet to see the two of them form a friendship. Because of this, I don't see enough chemistry between the two of them to believe that they have the potential to become a couple, but I guess there's always next season. So, what's my final verdict on the Mollibby and Mollandrea ships? Well, I definitely prefer Mollibby so far, due to the fact that they had more interactions in the series so far, and had developed a strong and close relationship. However, it's possible that they're only intended to be friends, which I'm okay with. But if the writers do actually plan on making them a couple, I'd also be really happy with that. As for Mollandrea, for me personally, it's gonna take some more development for their relationship, which will probably happen next season, to convince me that they have the potential to become a couple. Of course, there's also the possibility that neither of these two ships will become canon. A while back, I posted a poll on my channel's community chat, where I asked you guys who you think Molly's going to end up with, and the majority voted for option 3, which is that Molly's love interest will be a new character who will be introduced in season 2, which might just be the case. Although at the end of the day, nothing has been confirmed, which leaves many possibilities up in the air. But which character do you ship Molly with? Let me know in the comments below. Just be sure to keep everything simple, okay? And that was my video on both the Mollibby and Mollandrea ships. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a like, share, and comment. Also, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications. Also, if you're interested in supporting this channel, then head over to my Patreon. Well, I got nothing else to say, so see ya!